Hey guys, just a quick look at the events for the week to come, starting the week of January 9th. Um, there was a big update that allowed Platinum 3 heroes to spend cosmic stars to get stronger, which is honestly a very dumb idea unless we get like 100 times more stars than we do. So we're just gonna kind of pretend that that update doesn't exist for regular players and see how they change the game around it at a later time. All right, let's get into it. So that orb was our collection event for the Snowstorm Night event, and I'll get into that later. For now, we have the Keys event. The It's not the Heaven and Hell style, so we still have a regular hero chest at 300, and at 500 we have Heaven and Hell, which does happen to have Eros. However, Eros is not in the up heroes. It is Liam Arwen Detlaf, so ultimately it is just still going to be very, very hard to get copies of Eros. I don't know. And he's not in any of the shops yet, so, we're just going to kind of forget that he exists. He is still only really good on a mage team, so unless you have double Juno and Themis, you probably don't even need to look at him. I don't know. It's hard to say because very few people have been able to actually pull him and use him. All right. Hero summon is going to be Vegvasir and Monkey King. Moonstone shop, or, well, these two you can skip. Don't need either of them unless you need copies of Monkey King to make Cosmic Monkey King, in which case definitely buy this one. Moonstone Shop is going to be Chains, Scroll, and Tears the Goddess. You definitely need Chains and Tears the Goddess if you don't have a maxed out PvE team yet. Teddy. Wow. And that is it for regular events. So now let's look at the Snowstorm Night event. So your check-in, or well, your collection item is going to be these orbs, and you do get 1,000 of them from checking in, plus 8 of these tickets, which I will address later. This is going to be your shop. So the idea is that if you spend this much, it will upgrade the shop to the next level. And you can see that the cost upgrade is not very high. At level 4 is where you start seeing heroes and cubes. And then at level 5 is where you see red can and then the artifacts and all that. So the idea is, even though these might have appealing items, you're probably going to want to spend the bare minimum just to upgrade each shop, because if you think that you're going to be tight on currency to reach anything on this one, you're going to want to have as much as possible. Now, you can overspend here and it will carry over into the next shop. However, because items in following shops are all they get more and more expensive as it goes forward, there's no real gain to overspending at a lower shop, and you're going to want to spend at possible the bare minimum here. So 200, 200, 400. Oh, here you're going to have to overspend. And then here you have to overspend by a lot because it's 1,000 minimum per Although I think you can go back and spend on lower shops to do it. So let's say here you buy 200, unlocks this. You buy 200, unlocks this. In order to get 400, you ignore this shop and go back and spend 400 back here. And then 200 on, ignore this one and spend it all here. So for the cost of 1,000, you will reach the final shop, and if you can reach 3,500 currency, it looks like you can get a red can for free. 3,500 currency also gets you to 5 cubes here. So let's look into how you get currency. This is going to be one of your primary sources. This is a PvP battle game. Every fight you do, you will fight someone. So you get a total of 22 tickets. And so once you are at a node, you can only attack nodes next to you. And your goal is to reach the finish line, having cleared as many possible. So you can see that I have a path here. So if you go here and then go around and then keep going around, you'll make it here with 18 tickets left. And then if you use the last 4 to go here, here, and then back, and then down, you will use all 22 exactly. And then that'll get you to as far as possible here. However, that is going to be very hard. There was a bug recently that ended up with a lot of people having a lot more cosmics than they should have had. And so if you are going to struggle to win all your PvP battles, which is entirely possible, you may want to map out a much shorter path that ensures you can reach it. Now, you get 50 orbs if you win, you get 30 if you lose, and then based on the end of it, you get bonus based on your wins. I don't know if it's based on your losses as well, but let's say you use all 18 and you win all 18, that's 900, or let's say you use 22, that's 1100, and then you get a bonus 22 or a bonus 1100, that's 2200 currency plus 600 here plus another 400 here. So there's actually another 400 here that is not counted. I'll add it right now. So we're going to say the max possible is going to be 3,200 if you can win them all, but it's very unlikely, so don't bank on that. Your goal really is just to get a total of 3,500 currency. So go try out a few on the path, see what you can win, go around this, and if you are losing a lot of them, try to maybe just to go straight down and then go here and then just win back and forth or something. You'll have to play it out and see how well you do against people on your server or cluster or whatever is counted here. It's probably cluster, but depends on how strong your PvP team is. All right. So that is it for the regular stuff. So assuming that you do win everything, that's 5,200 currency. So you spend 1,000 here and you can make it to an artifact. If you get any less than that, well, then you're going to have to settle for less on this shop. And again, play with it and see how well you are doing, and then you can decide what you're going to win. So this map is only for maximum efficiency if you can win everything, but because very few people are going to be able to do that, good luck. Good luck. Just hopefully you can reach the can free to play. All right, so next week is going to be Wheel, with Soul Shop having Detlaf and Azathoth, and then Goblin Trade having Bryn and Axe. So another good place for an Axe if you still need some. All right, that is all for this week. See you guys next week.